Hello and welcome back to Grant Me. In this video, we are going to be talking about how to apply to Concordia. We're going to be talking about some of the general details of Concordia, as well as some deadlines and some general application tips. And as always, remember to hit that subscribe button and notification bell to be notified of all future Grant Me related news. Located in the vibrant and multicultural city of Montreal, Concordia is the top-ranked university in North America, founded within the last 50 years, and annually registers some 51,000 students through its innovative approach to experiential learning and cross-functional research. Before applying, you will need to choose a program. Review the requirements and check the application deadlines. Check out our How to Get into Concordia University to get more information on program requirements. Let's talk about some of the what you need to know information about program choices. Number one, you can put 3 program choices on your application. Your first choice should be your top choice, but if you don't get accepted into your first choice, Concordia will automatically consider your other choices in the order that you specify. You can pick a new subject for each choice. For example, don't choose the honors, specialization, and major in the same subject. Example, psychology, for your first 3 choices. If you don't meet the requirements for the honors, they'll automatically consider you for the specialization or the major instead. Admission requirements for some programs are exactly the same. For example, all John Molson School of Business degree programs and aerospace engineering programs. Do not choose more than one program for your 3 choices if they have the same admissions requirements. Consider including a less competitive program among your choices. This will help maximize your chances of getting in. Considers complete applications year-round and gives priority to applicants who apply by official deadlines. March 1st is the deadline to apply for fall term entry. International students are encouraged to apply by February 1st to allow sufficient time for CAQ and study permit application processing. Late applications will be considered if places are still available. Please check program availability for the term before you start your application. November 1st is the deadline to apply for winter term entry. International students are encouraged to apply by September 1st to allow sufficient time for CAQ and study permit application processing. Please keep in mind that not all programs are available for winter term entry. Please check program availability for the term before you start your application. About some submitting document tips. We recommend uploading your admissions documents rather than sending them by mail to prevent delays in the assessment of your application. Please keep in mind that Concordia cannot complete the assessment of your application until they receive your English proficiency test scores. If they are missing your test scores, they will send you an email requesting them. You will have 3 weeks to submit your English proficiency test scores. If you are unable to meet that deadline, but you are scheduled to take an English proficiency test, please upload a copy of your scheduled or planned test date. Many programs have departmental requirements that you must satisfy in addition to Concordia's minimum admissions requirements. Additional requirements might include portfolios, auditions, interviews, letters of intent, etc. You must make arrangements to submit these additional requirements with the department that you apply to. Next, let's talk about some tips before you start your application. First, know exactly which undergraduate program that you wish to apply for. Turn off your browser's pop-up blocker, such as Firefox or on Chrome, and don't use the back button of your web browser. Be sure to click Save and Exit if you need to leave your application for any reason. CEGEP students have your Quebec permanent code ready. Ontario high school students have your OUAC number handy if you have one. Have relevant digital files or scanned documents ready to be uploaded. Please use Firefox for this. Have PDF copies of your transcripts and other supporting documents ready to be uploaded. Next is to have a valid credit card available to pay the application fee of $100 Canadian and $16.60 Canadian for independent students. Please note they accept the following credit cards: Visa, MasterCard, American Express, Discover, JCB, Dinners Club, and UATP. Starting your application, you will begin by creating a Concordia NetName account. You can use your NetName to log back into the application if you need more than one session to complete it. We recommend you keep your email open in a separate tab or window to make the account verification process easier. Next, let's talk about the application process for undergraduate programs. First, you're wanting to specify your level of study. So with that, choose undergraduate. Next, applicant category. You'll give a bit of information about your educational history. Choose one of the 6 categories that applies to you. If you are not currently enrolled in school, choose the option that best describes your most recent situation. Next is the term. Select the term that you wish to apply to, which would be fall or winter, and also the year. Next is biographical information. Provide your name, date of birth, first language, email address, and other details. Please ensure that all information is accurate and matches all your official supporting documents. If you had to modify the spelling of your name when you created your NetName account, please correct your name on this part of the application. To answer the questions about languages, if you are bilingual or multilingual, please choose the option that seems most appropriate to you. Your answers will not affect your application for admission in any way. The email address you provide will be the one that they use to communicate with you throughout the admissions process. Next is contact information. You may specify a mailing address different from your home address. You can choose your contact information at a later date through myconcordia.ca. MyConcordia is the university's main site for students to carry out key tasks related to their academic life, like checking course schedules and paying tuition. For future students, it's also the place where you can check on the status of your application for admission. You'll be able to log into MyConcordia once you've submitted your application. Next, academic programs and academic plans. Select the academic program and the academic plan to which you'd like to apply. An academic program is the type of degree or certificate, such as Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Engineering, etc., you plan to pursue. An academic plan is the specific subject that you want to focus on, such as a major in art history or specialization in biophysics, etc. If you are not sure exactly which plan you would like to apply to, browse the A to Z program guide to consider all your options. Remember, if you leave your application open with no activity for more than 20 minutes, you will be automatically signed out to protect your privacy. Click the Save and Exit button if you need to leave your application. Select your first choice, click Search by Subject. Choose a subject from the drop-down menu and then click Search by Subject again to display your options. Using your 3 choices, as mentioned above, you may indicate up to 3 academic program and academic plan choices on your application. We strongly recommend that you use all 3 choices. Next, to add a second plan, the Add a Second Plan allows you to add a minor or a second major if you're planning on doing a double major. Click Add a Second Plan and then click the magnifying glass to select the plan. You're not required to choose a second plan. Some academic plans don't permit you to take on a second academic plan, in which case you'll see the note no matching values are found. For cooperative education, which is optional, if you are interested in applying to the Institute for Cooperative Education, check off the co-op box when choosing your program. Academic history, create a list of all the academic institutions you have attended, including high school, college, and/or university. Click Select School to begin. If you cannot find your school using the school name search, click Return and check I could not find my specific school. Please include the time period when you studied there, approximate dates are acceptable, and the degree or level that you have completed. Your acceptance, placement level, or registration may be affected if you don't disclose your entire secondary and post-secondary academic history, honors, and additional information. List your academic honors, distinctions, and achievements, including international baccalaureate or advanced placement courses. If you have any gaps in your educational history timeline, tell them about your activities and work history since you last attended school. You may also wish to attach your curriculum vitae/resume later in the application. Please ensure that you have electronic copies of your documents ready to upload. You do not have to upload all the documents listed in the drop-down list, only the documents required to support your application. You may also add documents after the application has been submitted through the My Student Center on My Concordia. If your application has not yet been submitted, you can add documents via the application for admission link in the My Concordia portal. The application has been submitted, go to the Documents and To-Do list. To see what documents Concordia requires for your submitted application, go to myconcordia.ca. Under My Student Center, check the To-Do list on the right-hand side. Once you submit a required document, they will review your file again and remove that item from your to-do list. Please note that it may take up to 10 working days to update your file. To see a list of what documents they've already received, under the to-do list, click on the link List of Documents Received. The list of documents will be displayed as soon as they are uploaded. Fine arts portfolios will not appear on the list. After this, you are almost finished. To finalize your application, you need to agree to the terms and conditions and pay a non-refundable application fee of $100 Canadian by credit card. Please note, Concordia accepts the following credit cards: Visa, MasterCard, American Express, Discover, JCB, Diners Club, and UATP. Once you click the Submit button, you will receive a confirmation email with an attached PDF copy of your application within 24 hours. This email will include an 8-digit student ID number that you will use throughout your studies should you be accepted at Concordia. The Quebec government determines the tuition rates based on who you are and where you live. Estimated costs in Canadian dollars for 1 year of full-time studies, or 30 credits, for September 2022 to April 2023 are available on the list that I will list below. For arts, education, and science, Quebec residents can expect a tuition of $4,933 Canadian. Out of province, Canadians and permanent residents and French and Francophone Belgian students can expect a tuition of $10,714. U.S. and international students can expect a tuition of around $22,899 to $27,018 Canadian. Administration or commerce students, Quebec residents are at $5,085 Canadian. Out of province Canadians and permanent residents, as well as French and Francophone Belgian students, are at $10,866 Canadian, and US and international students are at $27,278 to $32,120 Canadian. For engineering or computer science, Quebec residents can expect a tuition of $4,973 Canadian. Out of province Canadians and permanent residents, as well as French and Francophone Belgian students, can expect a tuition of $10,753 Canadian, and US and international students can expect a tuition from $25,126 to $29,607 Canadian. For fine arts, Quebec residents can expect a tuition of $5,038 Canadian. Out of province Canadians and permanent residents, as well as French and Francophone Belgian students, can expect a tuition of $10,818 Canadian. And US and international students can expect a tuition of $23,004 to $27,123 Canadian. For all programs, the health and dental insurance plan is $234 Canadian for all non-international students. And for US and international students, this plan goes up to $1,344. Canadian. Charges for other potential expenses include books and supplies at $2,250 Canadian. Public transportation with student discount is at $432 Canadian, which is around $54 per month. Goods and services, personal care, cell phone plan, entertainment, leisure, etc. You can expect to be around $2,832 Canadian, around $354 per month. And for on-campus housing, residence room and fees, obviously room costs will vary by the room type. However, this can be from around $3,917 to $8,800 Canadian. And the meal plan, which is mandatory if living in residence, is $4,975 Canadian. And right before the end of this video, I just wanted to mention how GrantMe is here to support you throughout your academic and financial journey. I highly recommend that you go to the GrantMe website and check out the admissions program, where we help to get grade 12 students into their first choice universities, as well as help them win some scholarships to help pay some of those tuition costs. If you are unsure of whether you would be a good fit for the admissions program, head over to the GrantMe website and look up the admissions eligibility quiz. This quiz will help tell you if you are a good fit for the program, and see if we would be able to best support you throughout your academic and financial journeys. And that will be the end of this video. Thank you for watching. I hope you gained something out of it, and have a nice rest of your day.